Hi Tynequia, this is Dr. Wheeler. I'm going to go over your writing assignment number 2 with you. I'm going to make corrections as we go along. First of all, none of this right here, and I'll put one big comment, no bold. That does not need to be in bold, but let me scale that down a little bit. But everything else looks good. You may need to, this needs to actually go on the bottom, so I'll put a comment right there. Date last is what I'll put. The writing assignment number 2 needs to come up above it, and then you move March 18th, 2015 underneath writing assignment number 2. Next, this first paragraph you need to indent right here. If I had the opportunity to meet anyone, whether deceased or alive, it would definitely be my grandfather, whom I wasn't blessed to meet. Everyone that had the privilege to meet him said he was a man of character, devoted father, and overall a God-fearing man. Those reasons alone are why I would love to meet him. And I would say right here, this would be your thesis statement. You may want to say, I would love to meet him. Let's see. Or you might want to say, for those reasons, that is why I would like to meet my grandfather. I just need you to somehow connect why you want to meet him to him being a man of character, a devoted father, and an overall God-fearing man. And you may want to, right here by devoted father, you might want to add a comma right there. And then you said, and don't say my first reason, you can say the right here. The first and I'm going to mark this out right here. You need to leave out the word very. So delete that. The first reason I would love to meet him is simply because he was my grandfather. But up here, you said the first reason you wanted to meet him is because he was a man of character. So, you need to change that. Is it that you want to meet him because he was your grandfather, or you want to meet him because he was a man of character? You need to either change it up here in your thesis statement or change it as your first reason. But make sure that the reason matches up with this paragraph. You said everyone said he was soft-spoken and kind. He was also very articulate. Not many people in his family completed school, but he was the first. He was a mentor to many. Getting insight from him on the wisdom about life, and leave out that word etc. And leave out the word awesome. Change this word right here. And I'm going to put change word. But it sounds like to me that you're talking about his character. Soft-spoken, kind, articulate, mentor. You want to gain wisdom from him. So I think that I would probably actually change this word right here. Because he was, and I would probably put a man of character. Because that is your first reason. That's going to be your main idea. The first reason I would love to meet him, and I would put, instead of him, I would put my grandfather. And I hope this doesn't all start running together. The first reason I would love to meet my grandfather is simply because he was a man of character. And you can even leave out the word simply. Okay? In addition, so there's your word right here. And then see right here you talk about how he's a devoted single father. But I thought your second reason was that he was a God. No, your second reason is he's a devoted father. Okay. In addition to having wisdom, you could say in addition to being a man of character, because you're restating what came from the first one, in addition to being a man of character, he was also a devoted single father. And you've talked about it right here, devoted father. My mother often would tell me blah, 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 blah. And all that is about family. The third reason, he was a God-fearing man. So you've used your addition word here. You've used it right here. You don't have many changes. And then you need to indent right here. Last but not least important, he was a God-fearing man. I agree with you there. This right here, I don't know about the capitalization. God is always capitalized. God-fearing man, I don't know if there's a hyphen in there. I don't think that fearing man needs to be capitalized. You need to look that one up. And then you talk about how he was a full-time parent and minister. Make sure that whole entire paragraph talks about how he was a God-fearing man. And then you tell when he passed away and you were born. To be able to act. And this right here is a sentence fragment. This whole sentence. Remember, look through. You cannot start out a sentence with the word to unless you're going to. That would be a dependent clause, and you would need a comma, and you need to finish it out somewhere. You would say, I would love to be able to actually meet him and find out, how he's a man of character, a devoted father, and a man of God. Make sure that you capitalize God right here. You're restating your thesis right here. This is just a sentence fragment, though, so you need to reword that. Otherwise, it's a very well-written paper. It contains everything that you need in it. Just a few simple corrections. Go back and proofread for your punctuation. I'm not going to go over it in this paper, but I will when you resubmit it. Take away the bold. Change the date right here. Make sure you've indented every paragraph. And then I would simply just make sure that I change this right here, because you've got he was a man of character here, but you never mention the word character in this paragraph. If you have any questions, email me. Make sure that you resubmit this before Sunday, March 9th at midnight. Resubmit it again under writing assignment 2. And it's really a good job, though, Tynequia, really good job. And a great subject. I was blessed to know my granddad, and I know you hoped you could have too. But this is a tribute to him, so it's a very good paper.